Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating collection of personal accounts and spiritual insights. It's all centered around one extraordinary family's karmic journey. It's this rich tapestry of love, conflict, unconventional paths to wealth, and some really surprising destinies, all drawn from a case study called First Love on the Boxing Ring.
Right.
Our mission for you, our listener, is really to pull out the most important nuggets of wisdom from these unique experiences.
Indeed. And what's so compelling here, I think, is how events that might seem random in this family's life, passionate romance, business challenges, even near-death experiences, they're all presented through this profound lens of karmic consequence. We're going to explore how past actions, past intentions manifest across generations, revealing this really intricate web of cause and effect and helping you understand just how deeply connected these seemingly disparate events truly are.
Absolutely. So let's jump right into the heart of it with the central couple and their origin story. Our narrator's husband, he was the son of a wealthy landowner, but had what you might call an unconventional childhood. Despite his devout parents' warnings, he was, deeply drawn to cockfighting, often sneaking off after school to watch them.
Right. And his parents knew about merit and demerit, so they really tried.
Yeah, they explained it was harmful, bad for his studies. But, like a lot of spirited kids, he loved the excitement, the thrill of cheering.
The adrenaline.
Yeah, exactly. Then later as a soldier, he got really into boxing, passionately. And here's a twist. He actually met his future wife at a boxing match.
Wow. Okay.
He was an amateur boxer, apparently quite the showman, doing the whole way crew ritual dance before fights, knowing he had admirers watching.
Playing to the crowd a bit.
Totally. And this boxing passion, it extended to his own family. He taught all 5 of his kids, boys and girls, to box from a young age.
Both. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, gave them each gloves, a sandbag, told them, look, don't fight, talk nicely. But if you have to fight, grab your gloves and box it out till there's a winner.
A very direct approach to conflict resolution.
Right. He even took them every Wednesday to watch fights, cheer, bet on the outcomes. Loser had to water the garden. It's certainly a unique way to grow up, isn't it?
It truly is. And what's particularly insightful here is how these activities, which might seem harmless or even character building to some, they connect to very specific karmic outcomes. The source tells us his past association with what it calls bad company directly fueled this interest in fighting sports.
Okay, so there's a link there.
A direct link. And the consequences are quite precise, like involvement in horse racing. That can manifest as illnesses like asthma in future lives. And cockfighting can lead to severe sickness and accidents. Even just, cheering really vigorously at a boxing match where violence is kind of glorified. That can sow seeds that lead to being harmed by others later on. And actual boxing, well, the physical act, especially if done with aggression, can draw you into violent groups, escalate conflict, and just keep that cycle of negative karma going.
Wow. So it's not just the big actions. Even the cheering has an impact.
It's a stark reminder that even our enthusiasms carry sort of an energetic weight,
That makes perfect sense. It's the intention, the energy you immerse yourself in.
Exactly. And the story continues because he currently keeps fighting cocks for show, separated in their coops.
Right, just for show, not actually fighting them now.
Correct. But the source emphasizes that even this creates a deep energetic attachment, a kind of karmic thread. In Thai, it's shuafuk fan, a binding connection.
A binding connection just by keeping them.
Yeah. This attachment, even without active fighting, can lead to what's called a kamanimit, a death omen, where the image of that cockfighting past appears vividly just before death, causing a darkened mind state.
Oh, wow.
And potentially leading to rebirth as a fighting cock.
So the recommendation is?
Incredibly direct. Release these animals, maybe to a Department of Livestock Development or somewhere similar. Don't keep them. It's about severing that binding connection.
That's a truly sobering perspective on something that seems, well, almost like a hobby on the surface.
It really is.
But it's not just the husband's story.
Yeah.
The narrator, his wife, she had her own deep connection to animals, but in a totally different way, right? As an animal breeder.
Yes. Her journey offers another fascinating karmic lesson. She made a career as an animal breeder. Sounds different from cockfighting, but it carries its own set of karmic implications.
Okay.
She bred racing horses, even owned one named the Thika Coon, apparently then pigs, cows, chickens, dogs. a whole range.
So a lot of animals involved.
A lot. But what's crucial is that she eventually stopped. Specifically after watching Dharma programs on DRC, she became really fearful of the negative karma associated with it all.
So awareness dawned. That's important.
That awareness itself is a huge step.
And what do the sources tell us about the karmic threads for her, for the breeding?
Well, first off, that love at first sight thing at the boxing ring.
Yeah.
Not random at all. The sources say they were husband and wife in a past life. It's called buffet, a karmic pairing, basically destined to meet again.
Okay, so that explains the instant connection.
Exactly. Now, regarding her breeding, raising and selling animals, especially horses, is seen as frak mailuk. That means separating mother and child.
Ooh, okay. I can see how that would create karma.
Right. The karmic result of that can lead to being separated from your own parents or family early in life, or experiencing significant family disruption down the line.
Makes sense. A direct reflection.
And specifically with breeding racing horses, it also pulls you into those cycles of horse gambling, associating with people involved in that world. And if the attachment gets really deep...
Let me guess. Rebirth as a horse.
That's what the source suggests is possible, yes, if you're deeply attached.
So it's the separation and the entanglement with gambling. What's the way forward, then, if someone have this kind of karma?
The solution offered is quite clear. Perform abundant good deeds. The core practices dana, generosity, sila, keeping precepts, ethical conduct, and havana, meditation, mental development.
Foundations.
Exactly. And crucially, frequently dedicate the merits from these actions specifically to the animals involved.
Dedicating the merit.
Yes, to alleviate that negative karma. The heavier the karma, the more sustained and sincere the effort needs to be to lessen it, or maybe even make it disappear eventually. It's about actively cultivating an opposing positive force.
Right, okay. And speaking of unconventional paths, let's talk about the narrator's mother. This is where the story gets really wild, I think.
She's quite a figure.
Described as beautiful, but also kind of gangster-like, and she made her fortune from gambling.
Yes, playing a local game called Bach, using tamarind seeds and a powder can. Very specific.
And she was incredibly lucky. The source uses the term myuk yun, like her hand was up. She just kept winning enough to buy land, the family home.
Remarkable luck.
But here's the really fascinating part. Before placing bets, she would actually touch her pregnant belly, the narrator's belly, and ask for health.
Asking the unborn child for help with gambling.
Yeah. Claiming the narrator helped her win, especially when she needed money for things like the delivery or building the house. What's the karmic lowdown on that?
Well, this is a powerful illustration of how karma isn't just the action, but the intention and the vow behind it. Her gambling success wasn't just random luck. In a past life, she'd made merits done good deeds and explicitly wished for lucky hands in gambling. She wanted to get rich quickly, that specific way.
So she made a specific wish.
A very specific wish. And crucially, she also made a sincere vow, a promise, to use any winnings for good deeds.
Like donating or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That precise combination, past merit, the specific wish for gambling luck, and the altruistic vow created a clear karmic pathway for her financial success this time around.
Wow. So even unconventional wishes can work if linked to good intentions.
It highlights that, yes. Now, the unborn narrator didn't directly make her rich, but the narrator also had a chua, a sort of gambling karma from a past life, too.
Okay.
Which slightly reinforced the mother's success. And their shared karmic inclination, that gambling link, is part of what brought them together as mother and daughter in this situation.
So it was like a convergence of their karmas. Not just the baby granting wishes. That's a really important distinction.
A very important distinction.
And the mother's personality. Legendary, right? Incredibly brave. Not scared of thieves.
Apparently not.
There's that amazing story where she confronted a robber, but instead of fighting, she offered him food, talked to him, and it completely disarmed him. He apparently said he'd changed his mind, lost all desire to rob, just like that.
Yeah.
How does karma explain that kind of fearlessness and outcome?
It's her past karmic footprint again. In a previous life, the source says the mother was actually a male gambling master.
A gambling master?
Yeah, with a nice enabling that translates roughly to a gangster-like nature. Fearless, bold.
Okay, so that explains the bravery carrying over.
Exactly. And critically, she simply had no specific negative karma with thieves. No wetbach, no karmic debt or retribution in that specific area.
So no prior negative connection to be repaid.
Correct. And then her spontaneous act of kindness, offering food that's dana, generosity, It further neutralized any potential conflict right there in the moment. The robber, having no pre-existing karmic debt with her, was just swayed by her genuine generosity and total lack of fear. It shows how past karmic alignments, or the lack of them, can dramatically shape our interactions.
It really makes you think twice about our own reactions to fear, doesn't it? Okay, so what of the houses? After the parents passed away, the source mentions 2 family homes, and a pond became deserted. People thought they were haunted.
Right, the spooky part.
Yeah. Reports of seeing a beautiful long-haired woman waving, hearing sounds like coughing or chairs dragging, and nobody dared steal fish from the pond because they were afraid of a tall, pale figure. What's the real story behind the haunting?
This is where it gets really interesting and kind of turns the whole idea of ghosts on its head.
Okay.
The source reveals that both the narrator's mother and father actually became Fumthoa. These are earth deities.
Earth deities, not ghosts.
Not ghosts in the scary sense, no. They reside in their former homes, enjoying the merits that their family dedicates to them.
So they are the haunters.
They are, but they're described as being playful, actually enjoying interacting with people, using these manifestations, being seen, making sounds as their way of trying to, like, say hello or talk to their living relatives and neighbors.
Wait, so the spooky sounds and sightings, they're just trying to communicate. That's actually really comforting.
Isn't it? It flips the script entirely. It's not uncommon for those with strong family ties and accumulated merit to stay near their former homes as earth deities.
And they can interact like that.
Their ability to manifest reflects their continued connection and the power of the merits they receive. The recommendation from the source for the narrator is quite simple, actually, and rather charming.
What is it?
Just go talk to them. Go back to the houses, acknowledge them, communicate. The mystery solved. They just want connection.
That's lovely. Just go talk to mom and dad, the earth deities. Okay. Moving on to other family members. The narrator's maternal grandfather. He sounds like an incredibly devout man.
Extremely.
A monk for 16 years, built temples, schools, hospitals, constantly practiced dana, sila, bhavana, encouraged everyone in his village to listen to Dharma. Just lived a life dedicated to merit, it seems.
A powerful example, yes.
So what was his karmic destination after that life?
His story is a beautiful illustration of the power of shared intentions and really profound merit. As a direct result of that unwavering dedication,
Yeah.
he became a Thepet Sadlor, which translates to a handsome deva, a divine being, in Nimanarati heaven. That's a high desire realm, a truly blissful plane of existence.
Okay. And his wife, the grandmother.
This is particularly touching. The maternal grandmother also became a Thepthia, a divine goddess, and she was born directly into the same palace with him.
Together again. Instantly.
Instantly, becoming his wife again in heaven. This was a direct result of their shared good deeds. And, this is key, a strong shared aspiration of Thith and Jit to be together even after death.
That's incredible, the power of shared purpose and wishing together.
It really is. And we see a similar pattern with the narrator's paternal in-laws, too.
Oh, really? Same thing.
Very similar. They also became the Pabat and the Thaida, a divine couple residing together in a golden palace, but in Tavatimsa heaven, which is another high celestial realm.
Also due to shared merits and wishes.
Exactly. Shared merits and that heartfelt wish to be reunited. And all of them, both sets of grandparents, received the merits dedicated by their living relatives, which further increased their divine wealth and splendor up there. It just highlights how deep bonds and shared positive intentions can genuinely transcend death and lead to these amazing heavenly reunions. It affirms the enduring nature of love and good karma.
That's a beautiful thought. Okay, now let's turn to another really compelling chapter. The narrator's second daughter.
Ah, yes. Her story is quite complex.
Her life has been marked by truly extreme challenges, but also this unique spiritual path. She survived multiple near-death experiences.
Several, yes.
Umbilical cord detachment at birth. Falling from a second floor onto a kerosene can cut like a shark's mouth at age 3. Sounds horrific.
I does it.
And a severe drug reaction that required this traditional burial in sand for detoxification. Plus, she suffers chronic coughing, choking, making eating hard, and has facial blemishes fall.
A lot of physical suffering.
Huge amount. Yet despite all that, she found her calling easily, dedicated her life to temple work, family fully supportive. How do we even begin to unravel this complex tapestry of karma?
It's definitely a profound case study. It shows the precision of karmic retribution, but also the power of protective merit.
Okay, so break it down. The near-death stuff, the illnesses.
They stem from a past life where she was a warrior who engaged in acts of extreme violence. Really extreme.
Like what?
She severely tortured enemies, including strangling them, which is the direct cause, the source says, for her chronic coughing and choking in this life.
Wow, that's specific.
That's specific. She also beat them, and in a particularly grim act, buried them alive up to the neck.
Oh my goodness.
And that karmically manifested as the sand burial incident she went through for detoxification. The injury from the kerosene can is also linked to past physical abuse she inflicted on others.
So the suffering she feels is a direct echo, a mirror of what she caused.
Precisely.
But then, how did she survive all those near-death moments?
That's where the protective merit comes in. What's crucial here is her past merit from being ordained as a monk in a previous life.
What?
Exactly. That profound act of spiritual dedication consistently protected her. It pulled her back from the brink each time. It just shows how powerful a single significant act of merit can be across lifetimes.
Okay. And the facial blemishes, the fa, what's the cause there?
That's attributed to wajikam, or verbal karma, karma of speech.
Speech? How?
In that same past life as a soldier, she apparently often publicly contradicted people, shamed them, made them lose face in meetings, really cutting them down publicly.
Ah, okay. Public humiliation.
Yes. And that specific action directly led to her having facial blemishes in this life.
That connection between speech and a physical mark is incredibly precise. So how does someone even begin to address such deep, specific karmic debts like these?
The path forward involves several things. Intense meditation, aiming to connect with her deep inner spiritual essence, sometimes called the Dhammakaya, a state of inner purity and wisdom.
So deep inner work.
Very deep. It also requires avoiding superficial or boastful speech and tai, that's kimo, and just consistently performing all types of good deeds.
Right.
For the facial blemishes specifically, the key is practicing piyalaja, kind speech, making absolutely sure her words don't negatively impact others, don't cause them to lose face.
Like conscious, kind communication.
Exactly. The good news for her, though, and this is a powerful lesson for all of us, is that the source indicates this life is her last one for dealing with these specific, heavy karmic debts.
Wow. So she's clearing them now. That's huge.
It is.
But what about her easy entry into temple life? That seems almost contradictory, given such a challenging karmic past. How did that happen so smoothly?
That's another karmic payout, but a positive one this time.
Okay.
In a different past life, during a previous Buddha era, she was a soldier for a king who later ordained, became a monk.
Right.
Now, she apparently had a bit of a playboy nature back then, maybe a bit jiaochu, flirtatious. But despite that, she followed the king's path, ordained herself, and became a really beloved teaching monk, a Kalyana Mitra, a true spiritual friend who inspired lots of people to do good.
So major positive karma from that life.
Immense positive karma. And that's what smoothed her path to temple work in this life, making it feel like a natural, easy calling for her.
It paved the way.
Exactly. And get this, her close friends now, even her class leader at the temple, they were all fellow soldiers and later teaching monks from that same past life.
No way. All together again.
All together again. Which explains their strong, enduring connection, why they work so well together, collaborating for over 10 years, even if they have minor disagreements sometimes. The bond goes way back.
That is incredible. Explains so much about those deep connections we sometimes feel.
One friend was apparently a royal page back then who ordained later, also linked to their flirtatious natures in that life. It just speaks volumes about the enduring power of karmic bonds and shared spiritual goals across lifetimes.
That's an incredibly profound insight. How positive and negative actions manifest with such, well, precision. It's mind-blowing, really.
If we zoom out and look at the whole family, the source indicates they've all engaged in what's called Kangsabiang merits. That means supply line merits consistently contributing to good causes in the community.
Like supporting the temple or community projects.
Exactly, though some have apparently been a bit intermittent, on and off, so the overarching recommendation for the family as a whole.
What is it?
Dedicate themselves really. Make continuous merits. Aspire to follow the virtuous path without faltering. It's really about consistent, unwavering effort going forward.
Consistency is key. Okay, let's briefly touch on a more immediate practical challenge. The narrator's third and fifth daughters, they run a coffee shop.
Yes, and they're facing a dispute with the landlord.
Right. They invested, followed procedures, but the landlord suddenly wants the property back. What's the karmic angle on this business problem?
Well, from that perspective, this specific challenge stems from a past karma of Thuong Kong Quen,
Which means?
demanding things back when angry, maybe forcefully taking back something they felt belonged to them in a past life. The karmic echo of that is playing out now in this landlord dispute.
Okay. So what's the recommended approach? Sue the landlord.
Well, legal action, katika sanghom, using social rules and laws, that's certainly an option. It's not seen as inherently wrong within society's framework. But the initial recommendation is to try something else first. Engage in jiraja thiprakaptuai panyawais negotiation, skillful communication, and practice fe metta, radiating loving kindness towards the landlord.
So try the spiritual, compassionate route first.
Precisely. The wisdom here is that exhausting the path of compassion and skillful communication can often resolve these karmic tangles more harmoniously. If those efforts genuinely fail, then using social rules, legal recourse, becomes the next still valid option.
Right. Emphasizing proactive, compassionate resolution first.
Got it.
Wow. What a truly remarkable journey through this one family story. I mean, from the boxing ring to the afterlife, business disputes, profound illnesses, we've seen how every action, every single intention weaves this incredibly powerful tapestry across lifetimes. It's such a vivid reminder, isn't it, that our past choices, good and, well, not so good, they really do shape our present and our future.
They really do, affecting everything, health, relationships, finances.
It's a lot to take in, but incredibly insightful.
It truly is. And you know, this whole deep dive, it really raises an important question, I think, for all of us listening.
Which is?
If our present moment is such a precise reflection of our past intentions and actions, well, what seeds are you planting today, right now, for the life you wish to cultivate tomorrow?
That's a powerful thought to leave people with.
It's a powerful invitation, I think, to consider the long-term echoes of every choice we make, knowing that we actually have the agency right now to shape our future through our present actions, our present intentions.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. We really hope it's given you, our listener, some truly unique insights to reflect on, and maybe even apply to your own understanding of cause and effect in your life.